So you are amazing. You do music, you do acting, you pretty much do it all. Tell me everything that you've been up to lately because it sounds like you have a ton of projects that are not only incredible coming up, but also very important to current events today.
Yeah, geez, what have I been up to? It's been a pretty busy, it was a pretty busy summer. Actually, it's in the fall now. October's been pretty chill. I'm performing at Taste of Soul on Saturday, but for the most part, I mean, gearing up for season 6. I released my EP. I have a new single coming out around October 25th, I believe, something like that. So, music and acting. I mean, I did my backpack giveaway to gear up the start of the school year, and that was around a month ago. So, I mean, everything's been going smoothly. I had a fantastic summer. How about you?
Yes, incredible. Yes, I did. I actually just got back from vacation. So now I'm back to doing my interviews, talking to incredible people like you. So
Turn
I'm
up,
super
turn up.
excited. Nice. So first, let's talk Ravens Home. This is going to be such an incredible season. You're dealing with very important current issues. Please tell me about what we're going to be seeing and why these issues are so important.
Well, we have a couple important episodes coming up, but the first one that comes to mind is definitely the episode where I get pulled over by the cops, and I think that's coming out within the next I want to say 2 or 3 weeks. It might be coming out next week actually. I might be wrong. But yeah, no, I love that our show and the That's Our Ravens Home brand. We've never shied away from talking about serious topics. Never shied from changing the tone of an episode or two, still delivering it with jokes and with laughs, and still making it accessible, I mean, or all right for kids to view and watch, but at the same time it's letting them know that, okay, this is what happens in the real world, we're talking about it, and this is how to better handle it. And in our episode, we actually we discuss different ways, because it's different for everyone. Not everyone's in the same circumstances. Some people have a harder time taking the legal route. So we talk about that and we touch on that in the episode. I don't want to give too much away, but it's a pretty dope episode. So I think you should tune in.
I'm excited about that. And you said there's another episode that deals with serious topic. Again, I know you can't give too much away, but tell me a little bit about that one as well.
Um, I'm trying to think, what is it about? These last 2 weeks have been filled with that one. I want to say, God, I'm tweaking. It might be the very last episode. I think we talk about like leaving and starting
Oh,
new
wow.
journeys. Don't quote me on this. I might be misquoting us for a second, but I do believe that is what happens. I think I don't want to get in trouble.
Don't want to spoil it. Now I
So
understand.
watch
I
the season.
understand.
Tune in for the rest of the season.
Nice. And tell me a little bit about working with Raven. I mean, she and I are around the same age, give or take. And I've watched her since I was a little girl, and now seeing her grown into such an incredible, talented woman. Tell me a little bit about working with her.
Raven's fantastic. She's really like an older sister to me. She basically taught me everything I know about working on multicam, because before coming to Raven's Home, I had only done single camera shows. Like I was on Devious Maids or Blackish, or just shows where they use Steadicam or anything like that. But I had never been on a show where it was actually set like a theater play, and they got 4 cameras. You got a bunch of people in the audience watching you, and then a bunch of people laughing over there. So I was taken aback. Like I was very confused, and she just kind of broke it down. And she's like, "Yeah, little bro, like you suck now, but give it like 2 or 3 weeks, and we're gonna help you catch up." And so that she did. So I owe Raven a lot of who I am.
Nice. And other than that, what's the most important lesson you learned from her?
The most important lesson I learned from Ray is she taught me when I was very young. She said it's okay to say no. She said that even like if you're tired and you're pushing yourself, even if you feel like you're letting some people down, you have to put your own mental health first. So it's okay to say no sometimes.
It's incredible. And she's absolutely right. It took me a very long time to learn that lesson, but she's absolutely correct. And I'm so glad that she's such a great person and great role model for you because that just makes my heart so happy.
Yeah, she's great.
Nice. And tell me about this EP and all this music that you have coming out.
Well, I've been recording music for a while, like no, like heavily recording music like 2 to 3 years. And I was always in the studio, like even when I was like 11, 12, 13, like making music, but it wasn't really like a passion for me like it is now. I enjoy being in the space. I enjoy performing, like being in the studio. Like that's probably one of the happiest you'll see me. Like I get very like music and the idea of creating something new. It takes me to a new place. So music became a passion for me over kind of COVID and over the pandemic and stuff like that. So I made my EP when I was before we came back for season 5 of Raven's Home. So I had to hold on to it for like a year. And so now that it's out, like over that time, I was also making other music. So now I have all these singles and stuff that I have. So I'm like, okay, well, might as well put it out now. Like, why not? So
And what
that's where all this is coming from in conclusion.
inspires you as a musician? Like, when you write your music or work on your music, who are some of your inspirations or what is some of your inspirations as well?
Well, I guess I can answer that 2 ways. A lot of my like musical inspirations, Michael Jackson, Chris Brown, Usher, Bruno Mars, the GOATs, that's Neo. I mean, yeah, that list is pretty substantial in itself, but the GOATs, just put that over there. And then what inspires me for my day-to-day, probably just a lot of people ask me like what I write about, like, because I write a lot of love songs. And like, well, Isaac, you don't have a girlfriend, or like, you're not in love, are you? Like, what's going on? And I'm like, well, I just look at other people's situations, like people around me, if they're going through something, I take that, I look at that. Like, for my new single, Never Been Better, when I wrote that, there was this guy in the studio arguing with his girl, like on the phone. And they was just like, oh, no. Oh, like, man, I can't stand this girl. So then I just started like picking up off of that energy. And I was like, well, ever since she left, like, never been better. And then the beat kicked in and then it happened like that.
It's incredible. Yeah, what I do writing too, some creative writing, and it's like other people's situations that inspire me more than my own. I don't know why, but
Yeah. I wish I felt like half of the stuff I write about in my songs, man. I wish I had a girlfriend that made me happy like I sing about.
yeah, I know exactly what you mean. And just like sometimes I'll just like sit or I'll people watch or people listen like in a park or something and just kind of zone out and come up with my creativity. I don't know if you do that. You understand. See, someone understands.
Yes, absolutely.
Nice. And what's next for you? I mean, I know you have a lot going on now, but what else do you have going on?
Well, we're gonna start filming season 6 of Raven's Home in October. And then after that, just more music. Trying to stay as creative as possible. Want to start pitching things, being more creative behind the scenes. Definitely Raven said this season I should probably try to give him a writer's room, what
Yes.
that's like. So yeah, I'm trying to be more artistic coming into this season.
I love that. And one thing I'm looking at you, you look so much like this one actor. Did you ever watch Batwoman, that show on CW?
No.
Okay, there's this actor on there, Cameron Johnson, and you just remind me so much of him. Your sweetness, your mannerisms, it's just incredible.
Thank you.
Yes, I could see him playing like an older brother character to you, maybe somewhere along the way in another movie or something.
Cameron Johnson. I'm gonna look him up.
Yes, you just like remind me so much of him, and I've known him for a long time, and it's just he's such a great guy. You remind me so much of him.
Dang, thank you.
Yes. So what would be your dream project to have if you could have any project in the world?
My dream project? Golly. You know what? I've always wanted to play Azari. And Azari is Black Panther and Storm's son from the comics. And I
Okay,
figured
okay.
since, and I figured since Marvel's doing all this, multiverse stuff, they can just pull me from a different universe and I can just slide in and then, look at it like that. And everyone's always like, oh, Isaac, you should play Miles Morales. But I'm like, everyone wants to be Miles Morales. I don't know. The idea of everyone wanting something just makes the role seem kind of like I don't want it for some reason. I don't know.
I'm the same way. I completely get it. But yeah, we're gonna put it out in the universe. We're gonna make this happen.
It's out there.
Yes, it is. And one thing I like asking people at interviews, tell me a fun fact about yourself that might surprise your fans.
A fun fact about me that might surprise my fans. Well, everyone knows I can't cook. That's for starters. Oh, I'm a huge Mario Kart lover.
Oh
And
wow.
this, and this just started because Switch sent me a Switch for my birthday, I think. And I got it and I've been playing it and I'm like, okay, this is cool, but I'm not addicted or anything. But every night I'm on it. So so I don't know what's like, and I'm not online or anything. It's just me. So I'm not sure what about the game is becoming so obsessive to me, but I've been on it heavy.
It's incredible. I remember the old school Mario and I loved it. I think I'm gonna have to get myself to Switch because I remember loving it as a little girl and you're inspiring me. I think we should make this happen.
We
We can
should
play against
definitely,
each other.
for sure.
I love that idea. Let's do it. We'll do it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. And since we're a TV site, what are you watching these days?
What am I watching these days? You know what? I was actually doing really good and I was watching like new stuff, shows that I haven't seen yet. Like I saw the Dahmer thing, and then I was into the murder tapes, and I was watching the Ted Bundy stuff. And then after that, like I fell right back into my old habits. Like I just started watching all the shows I had already watched over again. Like I'm watching The Good Place over again. I'm watching Lucifer over again. I'm watching like I started all these shows at like season 1. I'm watching Arrow again. Speaking of CW, like I'm trying to watch new stuff in conclusion, but I'm falling back in my old habits.
I do that all the time. It's like I'm going to start all this new stuff and then end up watching the same 5 shows over and over again.
Yeah, that's to do better.
So what would be your comfort guilty pleasure show that you would always go back to?
Comfort slash guilty pleasure show. Oh, probably Lucifer.
That
And
was a
I
good
watch,
one.
yeah, I watch Lucifer even when like I don't know, like if I'm bored or if I'm like eating or like it's just like out of nowhere I'll just throw the show on. I don't know. And I enjoy the comedy. It's funny.
Yeah, that was a pretty good show. I haven't watched that in a long time. I'm gonna have to start watching that again.
Oh, it's great. And I love Tom Ellis too. Yeah, the show, I like the show. I'm ready to stop hiding it. All right. I watch Lucifer. I'm an avid Lucifer watcher.
That is so cute. And what do you want to start watching?
What do I want to start watching? I kind of want to start watching P Valley because everyone keeps talking about it. Is that what it's called, P Valley?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. That's on my list. I haven't started that one yet, but
I
I
haven't
hear
started
it's
that one
very,
either.
very good.
Everyone keeps talking about it, so I think I'm gonna start it.
Nice. I love that idea. We're gonna start it. We'll both start it, and then we'll have to take notes and like fill each other in on what we like about it. Compare
Yep,
notes.
agreed. Next, by the time we interview each other next time, we had better have seen all of P Valley.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
And what TV show on now would you most want to guest star on, and why?
Oh, what TV show that's on right now would I want to most guest star on? Oh wow, something like either like BMF or like Power or something like that. Because I have never played like a, or maybe I wouldn't. Maybe I would still be playing like a sweet character. But if I could get on that show and kind of switch it up and do something completely new and be like not a thug or nothing, but like, somebody a little rougher than who I am personally, I feel like that'd be cooler for me.
I like that idea. I like that. You definitely have to do it. I could also see you on a show like Only Murders in a Building, the one with Steve Martin and Selena Gomez.
Yes.
Yeah, I could see
Oh,
you
I
playing
would.
maybe like, yeah, like a
Yeah.
friend of Mabel's that Selena plays, or like she could have a high school reunion episode and it could be one of her classmates that helps her solve the crime.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's make this happen too.
Let's make all of these things happen.
All the things.
I don't even
And where can we find you on social media so we can continue to follow this amazing career of yours?
I'm Isaac Ryan Brown on TikTok. I'm Isaac Ryan Brown on Instagram. I'm Isaac Ryan Brown on Snap. Pretty much everywhere. ISSAC though, because a lot of people go ISAAC and they confuse everyone. And they don't find me, but it's ISSAC.
I am going to add you. Thank you for taking the time today. I really appreciate you and good luck with everything.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate you more.
Thank you. We'll talk again soon. I promise.
For sure. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye.